Try this again. Try one more time. Ugh. I'm back. I am literally back and stuck in the car. Stuck in the car with all this rain. And Babe is walking beside me. Well, he just came home and he's stuck in his car. That is crazy. Other phone because this phone right here don't do it and it's in the house and I can't get to it. So I got all my bars right now. So hold that right there will work out. Lincoln. Hello? Can you
You can hear me?
what's up? Yeah, I can hear you. What's popping with you?
Girl, I'm just I'm chilling. Came sit on the porch a little while and I seen you had went live. My other
Yeah,
phone
girl.
died on me.
I'm stuck in the car, Lincoln.
Oh, for real?
Yes, it is raining so hard. And my man, he just home too, girl. And he's sitting over there stuck in his car. We is stuck in the car. It's trying to calm down now, but we is stuck in the car.
It rained here.
I tell you, it's raining hard. It's y'all got rain down there too.
Yeah, it wasn't too bad. It wasn't too bad. The road drying up
I
now.
was as bad. Child, I was as bad. And then doing it, which we needed, the farmers, they need it. And plus, we need it because our weather has been, the heat is crazy. So we definitely need it. But dang, I'm stuck in the car. He's stuck. He's sitting beside me. We parked beside each other in the yard, girl. And he's, girl, I ain't lying. Let me show you. Let me cut this camera on. Can you see his car? Oh, no, I didn't even cut the camera on.
You might have to
He's stuck right in. He's sitting beside me, stuck in the car. But yeah, child, I came up here for a few minutes just to see what everybody was doing, and then I had a little situation I wanted to see and get some opinions on it. So I'm gonna see if any come through the door real quick, and then I'm gonna get this off me, and then I'm going to go. I'm trying to be consistent, Lincoln. It's hard. You hear me? It's
it's
hard. I
hard.
mean, YouTube is hard.
Yeah. Earlier,
It is. I'm trying my best to be consistent. I'm talking about going live every day, multiple times a day. It is hard. Suke, hey baby. She said, "Good evening, LTWL and chat. Happy Thursday to you too, baby girl. Happy Thursday, honey. I'm over here
uh,
trying to press my way, trying to be consistent, trying to be consistent.
earlier in the week,
What you say,
earlier in the week, the
Uh huh.
on Facebook, someone I know had posted a video that someone had got harmed on the back of project complex. So I didn't think much of it because she said it was a man, and I was like, I asked maybe one or two people. I was like, did y'all hear anything? It was like, yeah, this it was a man that got harmed.
I think Link your
Um,
phone went out.
you can't hear me?
Something in the chat. Let me know you can hear me. Cause I
You can't
think
hear me?
Lincoln phone messed up, or it might be mine. Y'all know over here with this phone, and I can't get in the house to get my phone. Actually, the rain is have calmed down a little. Y'all must hear me either. Y'all hear me because I had something I needed to say. They getting out his car now. Y'all must can't hear me. I don't know what's going on. I'm gonna go get my other phone. Let me see. Going to get my other phone. Oh, look back. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. You can hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. I don't phone that went out of mine.
I can still hear you.
Oh, I don't know what was going on. But you in the week, what happened?
Yeah, so they had said that somebody did a video that somebody had got I don't know if we could say that word, but S on the back of the housing project on the north end of town, but they said it was a man. So like I said, I asked like one or two people if they had heard anything about it, and it was like, yeah, it,
Mm-hmm.
they heard somebody had got S on the back of the park, uh, but they didn't hear no more about it.
Mm.
So I was scrolling down
Wow.
Facebook. I was scrolling down my Facebook, and I seen this matter of fact, no, my cousin called me, and I asked her about it, and she told me,
Mm-hmm.
she said yeah, she told me the person name, who it was, child. I was like, well, it was a child.
Mm-hmm.
So she said, yeah. She said,
Oh my
you didn't see
God.
it? So I'm like, no. So she said, well, that's why you didn't hear no more about it. So I'm scrolling down Facebook, and
Mm-hmm.
I knew the person. I knew the his mom. I knew the child. This child was 15 years
Oh,
old, and the
oh my
person
God.
that asked him was 14.
Are you serious?
Yes, 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 yes. So what I ended up catching, they did the walk of life. They called it Forever 15. And girl, to see his mama on him, kissing him, everybody crying, crying over him because they
He
donated his
passed
organ.
away?
Yes, ma'am. He's passed
Oh my
away.
God.
Yes, ma'am. And girl, I had to hit my knees. I had to hit my knees, and I was like, "Whoa, wow!" And Lord, I cried like a baby
Those are
because
babies.
it was a baby. It was a baby, and I know the family
Yes, it was a
real
baby that.
well, baby. And they charging him as an adult,
Wow.
14 years old, and they were friends.
What in the hell is going on? Like, what kind? I just don't understand that. Like, what in the world of mindsets? Like, where's your
Yes,
mindset at that age
yes,
to like do
in the
big
mouth,
stuff like that? Like, that is murder.
in the mouth,
Oh my God,
in the mouth, and
Roberto,
you know how
hello.
You know how some people be like, oh well, like they'll say that the first thing black people say how good of a child the person was or how good of a person that the person was that ended up this child was so quiet. I don't know if he was doing something behind the scenes. I'm not gonna sit there and say that because this was a baby. This was a baby. The other child was
Right.
a baby. The other child
Oh
was a
my
baby.
God. Like both of them was babies, but it's like, what in the
Yes.
world? Like, where your mindset at that age happened? Did you not want him to
Yes.
tell something or something? It had to been treacherous, and we just speculating. But my heart both sides because you have to
Yes.
pray for both of them,
Yes.
and it's bad, but yeah, but that's what had to happen because that's still a baby. Them people lost their baby, and the other people about to lose theirs.
That's how I felt. I
That is
felt
terrible.
bad because the other side, I know the other side too. I know the other
Oh my
side
God.
too. I know both sides real well.
They gonna get to talking about Lincoln. They gonna get to talking about it. You watch. They
Yeah.
gonna get to talk. It's gonna come out, but it may not. It may not. That baby, he might not even tell what happened and why he did and stuff like that. But it's not that somebody did it because the point is they done it. It's done. He gone.
Yeah.
Jesus, child. That thing bothers me. It
Yeah, that
bothers me
boss.
because I got grandkids that's growing up. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? Dang,
Mhm.
that's bad. And then both sides bad.
Yeah.
And they
I
were friends.
said I remember when the person was live because I watched the live, but they were saying it was a man. They said it was a
Oh,
man that they had found because he after he did it, he left him on the ground.
serious?
Yeah, he left him on the ground.
What in the hell?
He left him on the
Mm.
ground.
That is definitely heartbreaking news.
It is. It really is.
13
And
and
I look at
14
my
years
son.
old, you
Yes.
have not lived.
I look at my son.
You ain't had no.
I have my two babies, 16 and 17 years old, and I really don't.
Mm-hmm.
I don't let them go nowhere. I don't. I'm not gonna sit here and like I
Right.
don't let them go nowhere. The only place my boys go is to their sisters. I'm
Mm-hmm.
I'm too scared. I don't let them go to no football games, none of that, cause they fight at the games. The children
Yep.
just pick at these kids for no reason.
Yep.
I'm scared to let them go.
Yep. That with my
I'm
kids,
scared.
but I was with them. Like I was with them. I was with them. People want my kids to the beach. I don't play that because of what happened to me when I was young at the beach. You go try to protect the children from all of that.
Yeah, yeah.
But that is
And
hold
my
on for a minute,
children
Lincoln.
like my okay.
Go ahead, Lincoln.
I remember.
Can you hear?
Yeah, I can hear you good. I remember
Okay,
my
yeah, go
daughter.
ahead now.
I remember my daughter. Uh, my second to the oldest daughter. About 2 years ago, she was the manager at Wendy's, and she told
Mm-hmm.
me she said these guys had passed, in through the drive-through, ordered some food, and what they did, they was picking at one of the workers. Nice young man, wanted to get out and work and stuff like that.
Mhm.
So my daughter said they started picking at the guy and stuff like that. My daughter said, "Mama," she said, "I don't know if they knew, cause she knew the guy. Uh, these some little bullies." She said, "Mama," she said, "that boy had uh,
Uh-huh.
a weapon on his lap." So I said, "So what? He was gonna shoot up in there?" She said, "Mama, he had it on his lap."
Oh.
So the little guy that they was picking at, they told him something. The first couple of times he ignored them. And my daughter's mama, she said, it just kept on, just kept on, just kept on. So he finally said something back. So she said, "Mama, we had to hold him down because he was trying to get out the window, because these boys kept picking at him." So she said, it was about a week later.
Mhm.
She said, "Mama," she called a little guy name. She said, he coming to work with his excuse he gonna be out for two
Mhm.
months. I was like, "Why?" She said, "Don't you know them boys caught that boy and broke his jaw?" She said, "Mama, they caught him and they broke his jaw."
Oh my girl, these damn is bad.
She said, "Yeah." She said, "Mama," she said, "they
I
caught
tell
him."
you, they is bad. You can't even call that
Yes,
bad. That's a
yes.
whole different level.
Well, yeah. She said, "Mama," she said, "they caught that boy." She said his jaw broke. She said his jaw broke so bad they had to pull his teeth out. So he had to do
Oh
reconstructive
God.
surgery and all of that. They had to reconstruct his mouth. So
And they kids.
he he was 17. He was 17. The little boys was like 18, 19 years old. But these little boys was mad because this
Mhm.
boy here, their family got money. You know, that's his family. That's his family because
Mhm.
they wanted him to work.
Right.
He had to get out there and get a job. What's for somebody is for them. I don't get mad about nothing nobody got. I don't feel nobody got nothing that I can't have. And if a person, you can still hear me?
You can
You
get
can
it
hear me?
yourself.
Yeah,
Yeah,
if,
I can
if
hear
a
you now.
person if a person feel like, hey, I want this type of car, but guess what? Either go back to school, get you some more schooling, and get in a profession where you can get that. I don't feel nobody got nothing that I can't have. But some
And
things
that's how it's
is for
supposed to
that
be.
person. Yeah, some things is for
And it's
I'm not jealous of no star, no none of that.
that's it.
None of that.
That's right. Everything they got, we can get too.
Yes. Yes. I look, they
But
human
a
just
lot of
like
that goes
us.
on.
Yeah. I feel they're human just like us. You know. I'm
That's
not
right.
running
But a
up to
lot of that
nobody.
happens.
Right. I'm not running up to nobody for no autograph. If they're in my immediate area and I feel like I want an autograph, I'll ask. But some of those people look at you like you got crap on them. But I'm like, I'm like thinking about these children. I'm like, they can't go nowhere. The children can't go. They go somewhere. You know, they got these bullies picking on them. Like when they took my little cousin life. It was about 6 months ago. Uh,
Hmm.
we found out that they was trying to get him to be in this little gang, some kind of little gang. But by him walking with this little girl, they was trying to get the little girl in the car. And he told a little
Hmm.
girl run in the store. And she did that. And what they did, the older boys got the 16-year-old to get down and shoot my little cousin in the head.
Are you serious?
I'm very serious. I'm very serious. We had to go out there
Why?
every night for 2 months straight and get my cousin off of the ground because he was laying. He would go lay in the spot where his son passed at.
Where he passed away at?
He would go lay down there and
Mm.
just cry, 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 cry. Just cry.
But
He
it's
couldn't take it.
definitely something going on out here in this air in this generation.
It is. I
This
honestly
generation
think
right here
some of
is dangerous because they like
I can hear you. I can hear you now.
okay. But this generation right here don't care nothing about life. It's
No.
very dangerous.
I think a lot of it,
It's very
back
dangerous.
in the day, back in the day, uh, they had, people at the White House trying to stop certain types of music. Um, I
Mm-hmm.
think a lot of it's coming from the music. A lot of it comes from the
Mm-hmm.
music.
Mm-hmm.
They listening to about popping pills and uh these boys
Mm-hmm.
glorifying murder and stuff like that. But what they don't tell them, what they need to be telling these children, that when you catch a body, that soul rides with you. You got
Mm-hmm.
that body, yeah, you caught that body, but sooner or later you run crazy from that because you're gonna see that person.
And you know
They
what?
see that.
You're right, because I'm gonna tell you, this dude, he was from New York. And he had came down here to North Carolina years ago. That's when I lived down here years ago. And he was some kind of my husband at the time. His sorry to hit my husband's sister. He came down here and he started getting high. We didn't know what was for a while. Found out that he was getting high. Other stuff. Baby was losing his mind. He was like they would find him. We'd be looking for him. He'd be like in a bad house, naked and stuff. And when we
Mm-hmm.
down to the root of the problem, honey, he couldn't. So he was trying to get high, so he wouldn't see the bodies, and he would see them in his sleep, so he couldn't sleep. And they said if you take one, that's how it's gonna be.
That's
It's
your
not you.
body,
You not gonna
right?
rest. I guess that's God because God said thou shalt not.
Right.
So I guess
That's
that's
what they're
part
not
of
telling them.
suffering.
That's what they're not telling them. That's
Yeah,
why
it's
I
part
be
of the
like,
suffering.
right. I be like, y'all sitting there listening to some of them really live like that. Some of those guys, some of those rappers really live like that, but a lot of them don't. A lot of them just rapping. You know, they had this girl that she stayed by me and my cousin, and one night we was talking. It was around hurricane season. It was Hurricane Gustav, and everybody lights was out and stuff. So we outside, you know, candles and everything, and we was talking, and she shared with us that this guy, her stepdaddy, was beating her mom, and she stabbed him in his back to get him off of her mama. So what ended up happening, he ended up in the hospital, she said, for a couple of months, and the man passed. So when the man passed, they charged her. So she told us she did 14 and a half
Mm,
years in prison. So in Texas. So I asked,
right.
I said, do you see him or anything? She was like, no. And she was like, I looked at my mama. She said, 'cause my mama was in court crying, and she said, I do have remorse and stuff. She said, but I had to get him off my mama. She said it was him on my mama. So I was like, okay, I was like,
Mm-hmm.
couldn't get a vase or something and pop him in the head or get something and hit him on the back. But she was like, no. She said, that was what I chose, you know. So, um, maybe about 6 years passed. So my she had moved by my little sister.
Mm-hmm.
So my little sister called me one day. She said, hey, she said, you remember your friend? And I was like, so and she was like, so and so. I was like, yeah. She said, don't you know she lost her mind? So I'm like, oh, you lie. She said, I swear. She said she lost her mind. She said, I'm not sure what happened. She said, but she was in the hospital, in the mental hospital. She said, when she get out, she said, I'll, ask if she wants you to come visit or whatever. And so I said, okay. So when she got out, me and my cousin that stayed by her, we went and visit her. And she was very open and stuff,
Mm-hmm.
and we was talking and stuff, and she told us what happened. She said she worked in
Mm-hmm.
dietary at a assisted living facility. She said she started seeing
Possible.
him. She started
Mm-hmm.
seeing him, and she said, first he would be like, she said he would be like amongst the patients. She say she would like kind of ignore it, and she said she would be in a parking lot. She said she kind of ignored it, but she said when she flipped out, she said she was doing her dishes, and she said he was right on the side of her, and she said that's when she
Mm-hmm.
grabbed some uh some knives and stuff and started swinging at him.
Oh.
Yeah, she started swinging at him. So to the other kitchen workers,
Mm-hmm.
it's like she was swinging at them, but she was swinging at him. But it looked like to them like she was trying to hurt them. So they took her out of there. She said they took her
Oh
out of there
God.
in a straight jacket. Yeah, she said
Right.
yeah. They took her out of there in a straight jacket. So when I seen her
Dang.
again,
It takes
it
a toll on people.
yeah, her eyes were different. The first time, when I met her, she was upbeat. She would go out and enjoy herself, and you know, she kind of stayed to herself, but her eyes was happy. But this time when I seen her, I can tell the difference. She looked much older. Um, she had went down in appearance. She just looked totally different, and I can tell her hair hadn't started graying out, and she wasn't upbeat like she was before. And she told her, she said, I see him now. And I was like, so all of 14 years you never seen him when you was in prison? She said no. I was like, why you
Mm.
think now he's showing up? She said, I don't know why now. She said, but
Jesus.
I'm seeing him. Yes, they had to give her medicine and everything. I forgot what type, but they gave her medicine and
Dang.
everything. But now she
That's
sees him.
bad.
Yeah, yes,
What they say is a terrible thing to waste, honey. It really is. Now that is sad.
it is.
Sad. I promise you. And
It
I got a
is.
cousin that she loved a knife. You hear me? When I tell you she loved one, she on my father's side loves it. She loves it. She loves it, honey. I was with her one time, child. I thank God that I'm here right now today because I was fighting this girl because the girl was trying to pressure her to go out and steal and do stuff, and I was trying to help my cousin get herself together. And I was lucky to be around her, and she gay, and that supposed to been her girlfriend, but the girl was trying to get her to write checks and shit. And I'm like, hell no, you ain't about to go do that. You know what I'm saying? We was about to go taking my cousin to a cookout. I was trying to show her a different way of life. But the girl, you know what I'm saying, she just kept nagging her, do this, do this. And I got mad. So I just started going off on the girl. So we stopped at this little restaurant that closed at the time, Lincoln. And when we there, my cousin got out and she went. the pen behind the damn trash can. So the girl is in the back seat, and I'm blanking on her. I'm cussing her, whatever. And before you know it, girl, she had pulled the Lincoln. When she pulled back in my head, honey, I was in the back seat with her. I just started swinging hard. You hear me? My
Mm-hmm.
cousin, I seen her coming, and when she came, all I could hear her saying was my cousin. No, she kept saying not my cousin, not my cousin. That's what she was saying, and I can
Mm-hmm.
hear her while I'm back there fighting. So my cousin, she was hitting this girl in the stomach, but she was doing it so fast. On God, she was just doing it so fast. And girl, when I before I knew it, like I seen a silver piece of
She
something.
was
Girl,
stabbing
so
her.
that's when I went crazy on my cousin. I was like, no, 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 don't do that, don't do that. Lincoln, she had done stabbed this woman up.
That's how my cousin is. That
She was
same
stabbed,
girl.
and girl, so I'm trying to open up the passenger door, the backseat door in the back. I'm trying to push the girl out. Because at this point, I don't know who my cousin is. I don't have no clue who the hell she is at this point.
Mm-hmm.
She didn't even look. You know, when that spirit take over you, you the
Uh-huh. They don't
same,
look the same.
nothing. So I basically saved that girl life because I had to stop. Do you know I'm still in the car? Because remember, I'm trying to push the car. Girl, before you know, I'm still in the car and I'm trying to help the girl get the door away from my cousin. I done jumped in the girl fighting. I done jumped on the girl. I done jumped on the girl side and I am going crazy on my cousin. So I'm still in the come opening up the door, pushing the girl out so cousin won't get it. And I kept saying, no, don't do it. Don't do that. Don't do that. And she wasn't listening to nothing. When that spirit was not listening to nothing. And girl, I'm still in the car. Before you know it, girl, the car done took off. She done got in the driver's seat, driving me with her. So I'm looking at her, girl. It is just coming down her face. And I was like, why'd you do that, girl? She looked at me like she was somebody from hell. And when she
Like,
looked
shut
at me,
up.
turned my damn head,
Like,
honey, I
shut
was
up.
just praying.
Mm-hmm.
It was like she held me hostage.
I,
Yes,
I,
and guess what
girl,
she said to me, girl? She looked at me. She said, "So what you want?" She said, looking at them, I gotta call her a bitch, girl. She looked at me and she was like, "What you want?" I said, "I'm gonna say what the hell happened," because at this point we didn't pulled up at my father's house, and I'm telling her to go back, girl. When we went back, the damn ambulance was every damn where. Girl, do you know her mother had went to the damn police department? My father, it was my father's sister. She went to the police department and told people that I the one who did it.
oh,
Yes, she did. But my father not having it. You hear me? My father went up there to that girl room at the hospital and everything. And when that girl got herself together, she told my father, she said that I saved her life. She said if it wasn't for me, that she would not be here today. You hear me? But her mama went there and told them people I did it. Now if that girl would have died or something, you know it been on me because they don't went down there and made a statement out on me.
right, right.
And when I
They
see her,
would
I
have to
hug her
start
so
that
much.
out.
I hug her so much because, like, girl, yes, I went down there to turn myself in and got down there. They was like, I promise to God, my father, he did not sleep not one bit. When I got down there to turn myself in, the damn magistrate man said, "And what you do and what you here for?" Because they told me that they was looking for me.
Right.
Mm. But that girl right now, if she every time she see me, she just grabbed me and she just hugged me. But if she would have kept doing it, if I would have been one of people like keep doing it or something, or we gonna get her or
Right.
something, that girl wouldn't have been here.
I have a
She would
cousin.
not have been here. I
I have
wanted
a
to jump
cousin.
on my cousin's. Go ahead.
I have a cousin just like that. Matter of fact, this is what happened. We went to this club. I don't go to clubs where they got a lot of people at.
Girl,
If
she
I go to a
mm,
club where they have a lot of people, I will have
right.
one drink. I'll have one drink and that's it. But the club we go to, will go to was a little hole in the wall. We knew everybody. Um, I knew we knew the owners and whatnot and stuff like that. So my mama actually used to work there too. But anyway, We go one particular night, and the club owner would allow us, well, me, to bring in my liquor. So, because I told him I ain't buying nothing up in here.
Mm.
So, I had a case of
Right.
Budweiser. I swear I had drunk
Hey,
like
Miss
10
Monique.
Budweisers. I had drunk like
Mm.
10 cans of Budweiser by myself, right? We had that. We had gin.
Mm.
What else we had? Then one of my male cousins came in and he started buying Hennessy. So we drinking all of that, all of that, all of that. They had
Uh.
maybe 30 people in the club. So here come my children's father in the club or whatever. He spoke, I spoke. He went on ahead about his business or whatever. So he was talking with a female because I pay attention to my surroundings, you know. So I seen him talking to this female or whatever, and I didn't really pay no attention to it or whatever. But I went in the bathroom, and this girl followed me in the bathroom.
Mm.
She didn't. I didn't go in the bathroom like right when I seen them talking. You know, as the night progressed, I went in the bathroom, but she followed me in the bathroom. So
Mm.
I'm in the bathroom. I'm in the bathroom. The bathroom got one toilet, right? We got one toilet, one
Mm.
sink, one mirror. So I'm like, what the fuck you doing in here? So she was like, she was looking in the
Right.
mirror. She was looking in the mirror and stuff like that. So she was she was like, say,
Mm.
she said, I'm washing my hands at this point, fast, fast, fast. So she was like, say, you Brad baby mama. I said, yeah, me and Brad got chilling together. Why? So she was like, oh, I just actually said, I said,
Mm.
look, I said, if you and Brad got something going on, they ain't got nothing to do with me. I wish y'all the best. They ain't got nothing to do with me. And she was like, no, she said, I'm in here looking for some females. And I said, who? I'm like, who you looking for? And she said, no, I'm in here looking for some
Mm.
females. You know anybody? I was like, no.
What?
So she told me, she said, that girl you with, she said, ask her what's up. So I was like, which one? And she's like, the bright chick. So the bright chick
Mm.
name was Wanda, right? So I was like, Wanda. So I said, she's talking about Wanda. So I was like, oh, okay. So, you know, I passed by her with my back against, you know, the wall and stuff like that, just in case she, you know, um, try to do something.
Mm.
So anyway, I get out the bathroom, they dancing. So I never got a chance to tell
Right.
Wanda that this girl asked what was up, you know. So all of a sudden, I went back and I sat down and I was talking to another cousin. So all of a sudden, I see my cousin walking through, and I'm like, what's going on? You know, I'm looking and Wanda right behind her. So I get up and I go where they was, and this girl was literally hiding behind the bar. And Wanda took everybody beer bottle that was on the bar and started throwing them at this girl, hitting this girl. So I'm screaming, "What's going on? What happened? What happened? What's going on?" So that's when nobody was telling me nothing. So I finally grabbed Wanda. I said, "What the fuck going
Mm.
on?" She jacked away from me and she said, "Nothing." She said, F that beat, F that. So I'm
Right.
like, Wanda, what's going on? So my cousin, they had the girl,
Mm.
they had the girl still on the back of the they had to take her in because the club owner, his mama's house was hooked to the club. So they had to take that girl and pass her through his mama house. So when my cousin and this girl wanted to pass back through, mind you, these people parted like the Red Sea. And I'm on the back. I ain't had no shoes on, and I'm still hollering, "What happened? What happened? What happened?" So she went,
Mm.
cause my cousin, I forgot that part. Her husband was up in there. I forgot all about her husband. The girl was talking to her husband. I seen her talking
Mm.
to her husband, but it wasn't nothing. They was just talking. So my
Right.
cousin is blue and white weekender around her neck.
Mm.
She always packing. She always packing. Everybody handing me shoes. Why they was handing me shoes, I do not know. But they giving me shoes. They giving us all our shoes. I'm throwing the shoes, and I'm on the back of my cousin praying and talking, praying and talking, praying and talking. I'm like, cuz, what's
Mm.
going on? What's going on, cuz? Please, talk to me, cuz. Talk to me, please. My brothers came up in there. They were, they tried to help. When I tell you what, it's love, they had 10 men, 10 men. When my cousin reached in that
What?
that weekend, I never seen a knife that large before and that long. That girl pulled out a sword out of that weekend. I said, "Oh Lord."
Oh,
I said, "Oh Lord, 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 Lord." I was like, what that girl told my cousin.
Jesus.
I'm like, what she told her. I'm praying. I ain't never prayed that
That.
hard before in my life. I was praying. I called everybody. I was calling on everybody. I needed a miracle. When I tell you,
Carissa?
they had all those men on her and they couldn't get it out of her hand. They
That's not.
couldn't get it out. When she told me, she said, "April, move." I moved because at that point I knew she wasn't there no more.
Get ever.
I
You
knew she
can't.
was gone. I knew she was gone. I backed up just in case she swung it, and my little brother and all our cousins was there trying to get in there, trying to talk to her, trying to talk to her. And I'm praying, I'm praying, I'm praying. I'm like, what that girl told that girl. So she was trying to get to her husband. He's
Mm.
standing there clueless. They hiding him. So they finally got us out the club. They locked the club doors and everything. And they was trying, my cousin was beating on the door. This girl wound up beating on the door. They was beating on that door so hard they cracked the glass because everything was glass. They cracked the glass. And I'm outside. By this time, I'm mad. I'm mad. And I'm like, what's going on? What the F going on, Wanda? I said, what the F you told her? So she said she was trying to go home with her husband. She trying to mess with Paula's husband. I said, you are
Mm.
MF and lie. I said, you are MF and lie. I said, that girl like girls. I said, why you lied to her like that?
Mm.
That's the same girl that flipped
See?
out, mind you. That's the same girl that flipped out. I said, why would you
That.
tell her that? I said,
See?
why would you tell her that? So I think the club owner had the blade. All right. So her husband outside. Why this man didn't go hide, I don't know why. But she seen him and she stopped punching him like them boxers do. She was just punching him and he had a beer in his hand. And each punch the beer flew up in the air. And I'm still praying for him. I'm praying. So finally I just
Mm.
went on the back of him and I snatched him and I told him like, go ahead, go, go, because I already know what time it was for her. We gets in a car. Me and this girl fussing. I'm telling her, you wrong for that. I'm like, B, you wrong for that. Girl, we almost got hit by the train and everything. I'm like, cause she driving fast, street girl, train coming. This thing jumped the track. And we fussing, 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 fussing. We get back to my cousin's house. We fussing, 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 fussing. My children daddy ended up calling me, and he told me, he
Mm.
said, "That's a shame how that be lied on that girl." And I told him, I said, "I already know." I said, "I'm already on," and I hung up in his face, and I got back on her. I said, "You wrong." I'm like, "You wrong." I said, "That girl would have killed this girl. If she could have got to that girl and her husband, that girl would have killed." I know my cousin. My cousin got a mug shot full of blood, full of blood.
Mm.
Cause she
But
stabbed her
one thing about
husband.
it, my cousin is the same way.
Yes,
I'm talking about
when a
my cousin is
person,
bad. Listen.
when,
She just cut this man ears off, child. Ain't
girl,
lying.
when they
And
bad with
and
a
and,
knife
and
like that, when they
girl,
bad with a knife like that, I don't, cause a knife will hurt you worse than a gun.
but let me tell you something. No, yeah, that's what they say. But let me tell you something. My cousin, she is mental. That's how she act. But that's to nobody that's mental. But the thing is, I don't act like I'm scared of her. Because if you act like you scared of them, that's when they got
Yes,
you. I talk just
yes.
as much shit as she do. Because baby, you is not getting ready to. Because she be think she always say you crazy, and the reason why she be saying you crazy, she be like you a crazy bee, but she say that because she because nobody don't talk junk back to her.
Mm-hmm.
Don't nobody talk junk back to her. So I had to let her scared. I'm not scared of her, but I'm scared of me. I know what I'm gonna do. Like I'm
Right,
not. You
right.
ain't get.
Hey,
That's how mine.
Lincoln.
Hey, Marissa. That's how mine is. She has a mental problem, and me and her was about to fight one time. She called me out. I'm like, I'm coming. You think I'm not about to come because you got everybody else scared? You just gonna have to cut me. You just girl, my feet had to turn blue and was stuck to the pavement. I'm like, Lord, this girl we would have got out there fighting. My foot was stuck to the pavement. That's just how cold it was. But I'm not scared of her, you know. But when she get like that, I pray for the people because I know what she's capable of. They told her when she cut her husband, if she would have cut him a half an inch more in his neck, she would have killed him. So I'm like, hey, Lord, when I seen that, I'm praying for this girl. I'm praying for her husband. One time she got her outside one night. He was talking to some ladies across the street from her house. This girl came out with a big old, looked like it wasn't a tree branch. It looked like the whole tree. And she got to beating on him out there, and he was on the ground. And I'm like, get up, get up. She gonna kill you. So he laying on the ground. He said, I'm gonna die tonight. I said, you will if you don't get up. So she steady hit him. April, get out the way, get out the way. I grabbed him. I went on the back of him. I grabbed him on the back of his shirt. And I
What happened? Hello, hello, Ali Ali option free. Is anyone out there? Lincoln? Sister Love. I don't know what's going on, sis. But I hear neither one of y'all.
Oh, damn.
I hear you now.
Damn.
You
Okay.
hear me?
I had to change the device. Yeah, hold on. I gotta take one of me down. Take.
I'm gonna mute myself right now because I'm eating and I don't want to eat. Want y'all to hear me chewing and stuff because I'm really hungry. So I'm eating like a fat kid that loves cake. So I'm gonna mute myself.